Hello there YouTube, my name is Mpc and today I'm bringing you guys a Planetside 2 news video. So basically guys, what I'm going to be doing with this Planetside 2 news video series as it develops really, is sort of what I'm doing with my DayZ standalone update vids. And if you haven't seen those already, go check them out, because I'm updating the news on DayZ standalone as it develops, as much and as best I can for you guys. But anyway, that's what I'm doing with Planetside 2 as much as I can. And so yeah, so basically guys, when it comes to news for Planetside 2 now, John Smeldy, the president at SOE, who are the guys who developed Planetside 2, if you don't know that already, has confirmed to us and has released some details to us about his 3-year plan. Now what they plan on doing when it comes to releasing information about this 3-year plan is they've already given us some ideas of what they have, what the techs have, what they're trying to work on. And they're going to be releasing more details to us in a 6-month increments. So these 6 months, we've already got some info on what's to come, and it's coming next month as a matter of fact. I'll talk into more detail about that in a second. And we'll be receiving details on different features, updates and fixes every 6 months, and as that 6-month increment progresses. So that's how they plan to be releasing information to us in a nice organised fashion, which is nice, so that we can know when to expect some form of info. But anyway, John Schmeldy, for this 6-month increment so far, has told us that we are getting 2 things this February. Yep, this February, next month, from when this video was made at least. The game is going to be getting some better optimization, which is great, because in heavy battles, when there are zergs upon zergs upon zergs from all 3 factions rushing each other at probably a tech plant where it's quite demanding, your FPS and you're subject to crashes. Your FPS gets quite low, down to 20 frames, 30 frames per second. That probably is just my computer, but yeah, we'll be expecting some better optimization, which will be better for my recording, so I can record in higher frames per second for you guys, and it will just be better for overall gameplay. Plus, we are getting probably one of the most requested and probably one of the most necessary features that a game has ever required, and that is being the tutorial. We are getting a tutorial for Planetside 2 finally. This game has probably one of the steepest learning curves out there, besides some exceptions. Now, I have got a tutorial video out there for beginners on my channel, but let's be honest, you need an in-game tutorial. So they're putting that in about time, because I know I first logged into the game, had no idea what I was doing. There are all these symbols on the map. I got hot dropped in there as soon as possible, and I just had no idea. So it's a great idea that they finally have incremented a tutorial into the game, and they are putting it in. So all of you guys who have been worried about the learning curve about Planetside 2, and that's why you're holding it back, download it this February, get into that tutorial, and it will be all good, guys. It'll probably be I'm hoping it will be a nice, informative tutorial that you guys can rely on for your information. Anyway, that's what we've got confirmed for this February. Here we've got some ideas that Smeldy and the team at SOE have cooked up, and personally, I'm loving this list so far. Basically, one of the ideas they have is player-made bases, or player-owned bases. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about all the other bases that are all on the maps already? Well, what they plan on doing is releasing continents that are either empty or partially empty, where players can build their own bases. Now, these will be open world bases, and they will be able to be attacked. So it'll mean that it's still the same old Planetside 2. You go up, you attack them, you attack the base, you take the base, you defend it for a while, move on, or however your outfit, platoon, faction sees fit. And in the construction mines of these bases, they're going to put in some new, very rare resources that will allow you to build some pretty cool base templates and base defenses out of. Personally, I think this will add some for a more realistic war, sort of more of a realistic war situation, because let's be honest, Planetside 2 is probably one of the more persistent and more or less realistic sort of. When I say realistic, I mean it's realistic in the fact that it never stops. It just keeps going. So basically it'll add for more realism as you try to build up your base as your enemy attacks, and sort of, you know, keep that sort of tight line going. Like it will add to the days upon days battles, and that'll I like that idea. Then we've got the harvestable resources. So basically where you have like physical vehicles going around mining and harvesting. Now this will probably add on to the player-owned bases sort of effect, where you send out vehicles to sort of to sort of gather resources, bring them back to your base template, and sort of build them up. Now, on the subject of, you know, it sort of sounds like they're trying to implement some sort of RTS into the game. Now, you know, just an idea, what if they added some sort of like commander? Like a commander to the game where he would overlook the entire battlefield, he could go satellite imagery everywhere, and he could sort of command his entire army. So say you had a base building up, but you sent out a couple of vehicles to go get resources, and you send this outfit to go defend those vehicles and that outfit to defend the base while it's under construction. I reckon that'd add for some pretty cool gameplay. Now, one of the more hard technological goals they have is to make the whole planet seamless. Now what they mean by that is, instead of having to go to your continent to warp, and you still can do that, I'm pretty sure they're not going to get rid of that, but if you wanted a more authentic feel, or you wanted to stop enemies from getting across the water, they're going to allow some sort of water-based vehicle transport across the water. Now to me this sounds like an awesome idea. Not only will it probably lead to the expansion of the current continents with docks, and where you can get like sort of, I guess, naval resources and upgrades to the warp gate where there's a naval base and things like that, but it'll add for a new sort of gameplay. Now my only worry about this sort of addition is the fact that we may very well have a sort of have like a too spread out sort of a way, and it just will, I don't know, we don't want the game to be too spread out. The Briggs server, the AU server, has not even, there isn't that as many people. I'm pretty sure the average server population is only limited to about like one of those medium sort of statuses. So we don't want the population spread too thin. If they can get it to work, I'm all for it. If it screws over a little bit, yeah, not so much. Here, and then we've got lots of new weapons and vehicles. Now this was kind of expected, along with the sort of planned water between continents sort of style, where they're going to add water vehicles. But I reckon it would add for some sort of like new faction unique vehicles and weapons, and it would be pretty cool, I think. Now we've got the Mpc Enemies. Now this was sort of an idea that had been going around with the gaming community that I've played with. Now the thing is, it'd be weird, because what we thought up of is sort of like, you know, where these events happen where all the factions like gang up or something, but I don't know, I don't know if it'll ruin the sort of massive multiplayer online effect of it all, but I don't know, the Mpc Enemies, they don't want to call it a PvE, they just, more like a global invasion that goes after everybody. Now that sounds interesting to me, in a way. I just don't want it to screw it over. So really that's the Mpc Enemy side of things. Hopefully it doesn't end backfiring on the game itself. Now they got like sort of escorts and things like that. Oh no, wait, S-sports. Now I don't actually know what this actually means, S-sports. S-sports. You know what, guys? Link in the comments, or type into the comment what the S-sports supports might be, because the only description that it has here is we plan on doing this pretty soon after launch. We plan on making the big thing and putting a lot of resources behind it. So yeah, guys, tell me of what you think of this S-sports. I've never actually heard of the term before, so it'll be interesting. And then we've got the weather. They're planning on putting in new weather effects and things like that. And then all of you guys who own a Mac, you guys will be getting a Mac version soon after the launch of the game, so you can expect that pretty soon, which will add for more players, and more players the better. Hey guys, it's an MMO, you're supposed to have the more the merrier. So really guys, that is all the news that we have sort of gotten on Planetside 2 at the moment. Of course we're getting the updates, but really this sort of news update for you guys was sort of based on the add-ons that we have coming, or the sort of the tweaks to the game that we have coming regarding continents and things like that. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video and the gameplay. I hope it was enough for your eye candy for the day. If it was, make sure to smack that like button and comment me some feedback on the video. It'd be greatly appreciated, guys. Subscribe to my channel for some more Planetside 2 news and just news in general on gaming. I'm doing a lot of different games, so I'm trying to accommodate for as much as I can for everybody. And like my Facebook page, because I'm updating that regularly, and you'll be able to see when the videos are coming out, and sort of, yeah, there'll be a link on the Facebook statuses. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day guys, and peace out. See you later.